Hello! Welcome back if you were already watching my videos, and if not, my name is Amelie and thank you for being here and watching my videos. In today's video I want to paint and chat a little bit with you. It's kind of hard for me, you maybe noticed, because English is not my mother tongue and it's kind of hard to think in English and get the words out. So please have mercy with me. Yeah, I also tend to get really nervous whenever I try to speak English to the camera, because I don't know, it feels kind of weird to speak to the camera and it gets recorded and you cannot really make mistakes. So yes, I try my best. Okay, first of all, I will just quickly fix this. And I have my sketchbook. And if you watched my last video, this is what I painted in the last video. And this is the page I wanted to paint on, but there are a lot of black marks. So maybe I will do just a whole spread for a little bit of challenge. Yeah. Ta-da! I already prepared my color palette, and after that I thought, for the sake of this video, maybe I should sketch out my references. This is what you can see here. I'm using a watercolor pencil for this, so it almost disappears when it gets wet. And if you're also working with gouache or any other water-based medium, you should definitely try this out. Because whenever I try to do a sketch with a pencil underneath my paintings, it leaves really dark stains, and I don't want that, of course. For the sketchbook spread, I had the idea to paint vintage related stuff, like this old telephone and vases. Maybe you noticed I like to paint vases just as much as I like to paint bugs. I don't know why, but it makes so much fun to paint bugs. Maybe someone can relate. As I rewatch myself painting my references, I've noticed why I don't like my paintings whenever I do sketches underneath. Because as you can see here, I get really detailed with my sketches. And I don't paint loose. I don't know why. And I think it also takes too much time to do a sketch before I start painting. It takes my motivation. And doing all these sketches really tested my patience. After that, I just needed a little tea break. Super random, but one thing I really enjoy searching for on flea markets or antique stores are tea mugs. I think my collection only exists of second-hand ones. The special thing is, on the next day I got to paint my own. As I finally wanted to start painting, I couldn't find my favorite brush. It's this one. I remember when I was watching art vlogs of other artists that were showing the brushes that they were using, I couldn't really relate what's so special about specific brushes. Now that I have my own favorite brush I like to use every time I paint, I understand this. I think the outcome of my paintings depends so much on the brushes I use. Why is that so? I don't know. Another tip I can give you is if you want to improve your painting skills more or want to work more loosely like me, start with a bigger brush. Because if you paint with a bigger brush, you will focus more on the overall shape of your reference and also get the proportions more right. As you can see, I couldn't resist and I painted with the tiniest brush I own to get all the details of these watches. Yeah, I enjoyed it. And to the next painting. As I told you, the under sketch was not really needed, especially for the details, because I painted over it anyways. Can you believe that painting a telephone and these little watches almost took me 1.5 hours? Like, how? How is this possible? Why am I painting so slow? These last days I've got also really mad at myself, especially on my perfectionist, because sometimes I have these inner conflicts whenever I want to paint and things don't work out the way I wanted. I just go and abandon my art studio for like a few days, and that's not healthy. I'm making things much more worse when I suppress this creative part because of my perfectionism. I read this book and there's like a whole chapter dedicated why you should not fight yourself. Maybe you know someone who's smoking. That person knows that smoking is bad for them, but they can't just give it up. And this is because there is an inner part in that person that just wants the person to relax and unwind. And that inner part knows that this human unwinds and relaxes best when he is smoking. It has good intentions. And also, if you fight this inner personality traits, the one who's gonna lose is always you. and I'm pretty exhausted. I just finished the first page of my spread, almost 3 hours in. I decided I will stop for today and make another part out of the second page. So, thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please leave a thumb up or subscribe my channel if you want to see the second part, maybe. And thank you for being here.